So once you have your solution, there are different ways of making the solver be able to find different numbers. The one trick is, say, okay, you want them to find the 8 in the middle here, this 8 right here. In order to do that, if I put an 8 there, I show them that this is an 8, then that means the 8 in this box cannot be there or there. It has to be one of these three. Then to further simplify it, if we put 3 there and the 9 there, that means the 8 has to be there. So that's an easy way of having the person be able to find where the 8 is. And if you have that starting point, then you can put that 8 in the bottom corner, little 8, and then continue to write the puzzle as if that number is known. Here's an example of the way that putting the numbers in the bottom right corner works. The numbers that you put bold, big in the middle, those are the numbers that the person's going to see when they start to solve the puzzle. The ones in the little corner like here, those are the ones that you were able to infer from the information that you gave. Now you can use that new information, but it's not given to them, it's information that they have to find for themselves. So an example of that is, say, the 4, you're trying to find the 4 in this box. You have a 4 there, 4 there, so it means obviously it has to be here or here. As the person starting off the puzzle, they have those two options, they don't know which one it is. But say you've solved it in such a way that you put the 4 somehow over here, you solved it so that you put the 4 in the bottom right corner, so that eliminates that one. That means that the 4 has to be here, but instead of putting it in bold, you put it in the little right corner there. What we're looking at when we're giving the full puzzle is the numbers that we fill in. Now if we find that these numbers are unnecessary or too easy, we can erase and adjust as we go along. Another way of forcing the find is using the fact that there's only one of each number in one of these big boxes. An easy example, so if they were trying to find where the 9 is, it's pretty obvious. There's only one option, and the 9 would have to be there. Obviously, we're not going to do that because that'd be way too easy, but that's just an example. Easier, better example is if we erased all of those, they would still be able to find where the 9 is because there's a 9 there. So for this column, there are no other 9s in this column. So there cannot be a 9 there, there, or there. So the only possible place for the 9 to be in this big box is right there. But that's just one of the ways that you can approach trying to make the puzzle solvable. The reason why we're starting with the blank page and finding those tricks that make the person able to solve the puzzle is because if you just take away random numbers, the puzzle is actually unsolvable. Most of the time. You may get lucky and somehow make a solvable puzzle, but majority of the time you'll just make a puzzle that is extremely hard and difficult and impossible to do. By working in reverse, starting with the blank page, and using those different tricks, you are able to verify that it is able to be solved. So I've given a few examples of way to help the person that is solving the puzzle be able to solve it. Now I'm just going to pick a random column and start by picking a random number. So I pick this column right here. Now I pick a number, let's just make it 5. I'm going to try to make them be able to find the 5 right here. So in doing that, I'll add other 5s and filling in numbers and etc. And then I'll just pick different numbers and fill in this column so that they could find 1 through 9 in this column. 5 could be any one of these numbers, except this one. Now I'll add the 2 there, so obviously it can't be that 2. If you add a 5 here, that means the 5 for this column can't be anywhere one of these 3 because there's already a 5 in that big box. Another thing to note is that, say I'm trying to get them to find this 5. Right now as it is, it could be here or here. So as I go along, I'll put the ones that I know for sure in the bottom right corner and the ones that I'm not sure of to the left corner. So now they need more information to know which one of these is correct. So I'll add more numbers other places in order to make them be able to find for sure that is a 5. And once that's for sure a 5, then I can put it in the bottom right corner, and then they'll be able to find other information based on that one that they know for sure. As you can see, the eraser is a key part of this process. As you change your mind, just erase as you feel led. Okay, so here we go. I have made it so that you can find this 5 right here. And I'll put it in the bottom right corner. So we're trying to find the 5 in this column. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options, but it can't be that one, any of these 3, because that one is there. Now we can continue to build our puzzle based on the fact that they know that 5. So as you can see, I've now filled in all the numbers. The ones in the bottom corner, as I said before, were the ones that will not show. So now the next step is to take the blank grid and fill it in with the numbers that you would like people to see. Okay, now you've completed Sudoku, you can then look at the solution that you have. And what I did on these other ones was just use pencil and the ruler to make the little solution upside down. But that's completely up to you. So there you have it. That is how you make a Sudoku puzzle. My way.